Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Best of Platinum collection of June 2026. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel and the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you the viewers for watching my videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have RoboCop Rogue City, a first-person action game by Teon, bringing the iconic 80s sci-fi hero back to life. Released on November 2023, this game captures the spirit of its cinematic inspiration, offering a straightforward yet heartfelt experience. The game places you in the heavy metal boots of Alex Murphy, blending light role-playing elements with plenty of satisfying action. You'll make dialogue choices that slightly affect outcomes, engage in optional missions, and explore a gritty slice of Detroit. The plot is simple, centering on a mysterious new guy in town who inexplicably garners attention from every gang, media outlet, and police force. It is absurd, but it sets the stage for plenty of classic RoboCop chaos. The combat is where Rogue City truly shines. Armed with the iconic Auto 9 pistol and other weapons, you will clomp through levels, dishing out brutal justice with a visceral mix of gunfire and environmental carnage. Authentic touches, like RoboCop's clunky movement and heavy footsteps, immerse you in the role. The weapon upgrade system is quirky, yet rewarding, letting you tailor your arsenal as you progress. Despite some rough edges such as limited ability use, occasional glitches, and a plot lacking depth, the game's charm and love for the source material are undeniable. It is not a AAA masterpiece, but its sincerity and satisfying gameplay make it an enjoyable tribute to RoboCop fans. Teon proves once again that they understand how to adapt cult classics. At number 2 we have Disco Elysium: The Final Cut, a compelling and politically charged RPG that skillfully blends dense storytelling with player-driven gameplay. The game's narrative delves into a range of ideologies, offering a cynical yet thoughtful critique of societal forces. The storyline aligns with the working class and emphasizes movements that prioritize their interests. Despite casting players as cops, the game's heart lies with the marginalized. Set in the gritty city of Revachol, you and your partner investigate a murder mystery that unravels deeper social forces. The game's world is meticulously built, resembling Nordic noir crime dramas with a touch of dark absurdist humor. Martinez, the district you explore, is richly textured and offers both freedom and depth. Time progresses as you interact with characters, adding strategic planning akin to games like Animal Crossing. Conversations with various individuals uncover the intricate fabric of the world, shedding light on the political movements and struggles. You play a disheveled cop with a tumultuous internal monologue, embodying a unique RPG hero. The game's character building system involves managing conflicting emotions, allowing you to develop your character's personality through psyche skills. The RPG mechanics adapt familiar tropes for a gritty detective narrative, with your choices having a significant impact on dialogue and interactions. Though its gameplay elements enhance the experience, occasional issues arise, such as unexpected damage. The absence of traditional combat and the reliance on moral and health points adds depth, but not without its flaws. Despite these hiccups, the game immerses you in its intricate world, making you care about characters, ideologies, and the protagonist's journey. Its visually appealing art style, evocative music, and well-executed themes make Disco Elysium: The Final Cut a standout, offering a cerebral and thought-provoking RPG experience that's both engaging and challenging. At number 3 we have UFO Robot GRENDIZER: The Feast of the Wolves, a semi-open world action adventure based on the 1970s anime UFO robot GRENDIZER. You play as Duke Fleed, a prince who escapes his destroyed home planet and pilots the mighty GRENDIZER to defend Earth from the invading Vega Empire. The story throws you straight into the chaos, offering just enough cheesy anime flair to keep you smiling even when you're totally lost. Visually, the game captures the retro-futuristic 70s aesthetic perfectly. Massive space stations, colorful alien landscapes, and gloriously chunky mechs. Unfortunately, technical issues like screen tearing, pop-in, and janky camera angles can pull you out of the experience. The voice acting also misses the mark, with Duke sounding oddly emotionless compared to the dramatic energy you expect from the source material. Combat is simple but satisfying, letting you smash through waves of enemies using GRENDIZER's heavy punches, beam attacks, and special moves. It is not complex, but it nails that PS2 era charm where you can just switch your brain off and enjoy the chaos. Between battles, you can explore different regions, collect upgrades, and even take to the skies in shoot-'em-up segments that help mix up the pacing, even if they're pretty basic. Despite its flaws, The Feast of the Wolves is an honest and nostalgic love letter to a forgotten anime icon. You'll find a fun, old-school romp that doesn't take itself too seriously. Perfect for when you just want to pilot a giant robot and punch evil aliens into dust. And number 4 we have Isonzo, a World War I multiplayer FPS that blends the gritty realism of a military shooter with the accessibility of a Battlefield-style shooter. This game puts you on the Italian front, where 48 players clash in intense objective-based battles across breathtaking alpine landscapes. You'll fight through trenches, villages, and mountain passes in a push-and-pull war of attrition that captures both the beauty and brutality of World War I combat. Isonzo's single offensive mode challenged Battlefield's rush format, with attackers storming objectives while defenders dig in to hold their ground. Each map is linear yet dynamic, with foxholes, bunkers, and makeshift cover carefully placed to keep firefights focused and tactical. You'll appreciate how every phase shifts the front line, creating cinematic moments of desperation and victory. Building forward spawns and demolishing enemy ones adds a satisfying strategic layer that keeps every match flowing. The class system, however, is where Isonzo stumbles. While the rules are easy to learn, variety is lacking. Most classes start with nearly identical bolt-action rifles, and unique weapons or gear require hours of grinding to unlock. The absence of a true medic role removes some of the tension and heroics found in other military sims. Still, the gunplay feels powerful and authentic, the visuals are stunning, and the design perfectly balances realism with replayability. If you've ever wanted a historically grounded shooter that's less punishing than Squad, but deeper than Battlefield, Isonzo is a rewarding middle ground worth enlisting for. And number 5 we have Vampire Hunters, a unique first-person shooter that aggressively combines the adrenaline of classic shooters with the innovative auto-firing mechanics of a vampire survivor-style roguelite, creating an experience defined by bullet-heaven mayhem. This game immediately thrusts you into steampunk-inspired gothic levels overrun by thousands of undead creatures. The core appeal lies in the sheer absurdity of your arsenal. You can stack up to 14 different weapons, from classic revolvers and shotguns to high-pressure holy water hoses and magic frogs, to craft impossibly awesome and mind-blowing builds. The satisfaction is in a pure power fantasy, turning into a walking fortress of destruction as you level up and unlock ever-increasing firepower. You'll quickly find yourself giggling as you erase entire legions of vampires in a single storm of bullets and particle effects. The gameplay loop is highly addictive, offering the crucial just one more try feeling inherent to the roguelite genre. You select a unique hunter and collect various artifacts that provide insane yet useful upgrades like slowing time or spawning space beams. When you die or finish a 30-minute run, you earn points for meta progression, which provides permanent stat boosts to make you stronger for the next attempt. The tone is lighthearted, cheesy, and fun, complemented by exciting electronic disco music. While the game is praised for its explosive action, some players find that once you overcome the initial difficulty hurdle, the endgame content can feel repetitive and easy, leading to low motivation after unlocking everything. However, if you're looking for a highly replayable, instantly satisfying blast of first-person chaos that prioritizes absurd, over-the-top gameplay over deeper narrative or complexity, Vampire Hunters delivers a potent dose of relentless, adrenaline-fueled fun. And number 6 we have The Evil Within 2, a third-person survival horror game that blends psychological dread with heartfelt storytelling. You play as Sebastian Castellanos, a broken detective descending to the decaying world of Union to rescue his daughter. From its opening, a burning house and a father's desperate cry, you're pulled into a grim but surprisingly emotional nightmare that never lets go. While the story leans heavily on a familiar tragic dad trope, it works because of how much sincerity and heart is poured into every moment. The game's environments tell their own stories. Shattered homes, haunting echoes, and horrifying creatures that reflect both the madness of Union and the pain driving Sebastian. The Guardian and Obscura, for example, are disturbing yet strangely poetic monsters, each serving as manifestations of artistic obsession and human fragility. Gameplay-wise, you'll explore semi-open areas, scavenging for supplies and completing side missions that add depth to the world. Stealth is your best friend. Every shadow hides both danger and opportunity. The tension of sneaking past grotesque enemies, guided only by eerie audio cues, keeps your heart racing. Combat can occasionally feel clunky, and checkpoints aren't perfect, but the dread never fades. With its tight design, excellent soundscape, and genuine emotional core, The Evil Within 2 delivers one of the most gripping horror experiences in recent years. You're not just fighting monsters, you're fighting for redemption. At number 7 we have Art of Rally, a refreshing take on the world of rally racing, showcasing a deep love for the sport and its golden days. Unlike some rally titles that cater exclusively to simulation enthusiasts, Art of Rally welcomes players of all skill levels, ensuring that both seasoned drivers and newcomers can enjoy the thrill of the track. Upon first glance, Art of Rally's overhead view and vibrant primary color environments might evoke a sense of trepidation. However, any initial doubts are quickly dispelled once you dive into the game. With 8 customizable camera settings, you can tailor your experience to your preferences, whether you prefer a panoramic view of the course or a closer perspective for precision driving. Despite the absence of co-driver audio, Art of Rally's consistent handling across all vehicle types ensures a seamless and enjoyable driving experience. Each car, from ringers for minis to stalwarts of Rally's mid-century era, offers a unique feel, with heavier vehicles gripping the gravel and lighter ones gliding through tight corners. Visually, Art of Rally excels, with each course region boasting its own distinct charm, from the cherry blossoms of the Kanto Mountains to the rugged landscapes of Rally's fabled Group B era. The game's alternate motorsports timeline, imagining a world where Group B racing never ended, adds a layer of intrigue to the career mode. Despite its indie roots, Art of Rally delivers a polished and immersive racing experience, catering to both motorsports enthusiasts and casual gamers alike. Whether you're seeking a thrilling challenge or a delightful joyride through picturesque landscapes, Art of Rally has something to offer for everyone. At number 8 we have Ex-Zodiac, a high-speed 3D rail shooter that serves as a spiritual successor to 16-bit classics like Star Fox. Developed in a Godot engine, it captures the retro aesthetic of the early 90s while delivering fluid, modernized performance. You take control of a fighter ship in a third-person view, constantly moving forward through stylized low-poly environments that range from lush green plants to icy wastes and Egyptian-themed deserts. The gameplay is simple yet punishing. You must navigate obstacles like falling windmills and moving walls while engaging waves of enemies. You have a health bar, which is more forgiving than one-hit kill shooters, allowing you to survive some damage as you learn the patterns. Your primary weapon is a laser that can be powered up, but you also have a lock-on missile system. This creates a strategic trade-off. You can fire rapidly or hold back to lock onto multiple targets for a devastating volley. Bosses at the end of each level are inspired by zodiac signs, such as a giant crab for Cancer, and require precise movement and barrel rolls to defeat. While the game is currently short enough to finish in one sitting, it offers higher playability and excellent performance on Linux and the Steam Deck. Even at low power settings, you can maintain a steady 60 FPS. If you miss the arcade-style thrills of the 90s, this title provides a predictable, responsive, and beautifully realized homage that brings the Fox spirit back to modern gaming. At number 9 we have Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, Reforged. A beautifully restored version of the 1996 point-and-click classic that blends historical conspiracy, globetrotting adventure, and dry wit into one unforgettable journey. You play as George Stobart, an American tourist-turned-investigator, after a bombing outside a Parisian cafe draws you into a tangled web of Knights Templar myths and shadowy organizations. From the sunlit streets of Paris to the ruins of Irish castles, ancient Syrian alleys, and Spanish haciendas, every location bursts with updated high-resolution detail. The new 4K visuals retain the original's charm, while adding smoother animations and vivid, emotionally rich backdrops. If you're returning from the original, you'll appreciate how faithfully everything's been remastered. If you're new, this is the best way to meet George and his journalist partner Nico Collard, even if Nico sadly remains a sideline presence. Puzzles stay true to the original, meaning they're thoughtful, rewarding, and occasionally brutal. Yes, the infamous goat puzzle is still here. Thankfully, a new hint system helps you avoid getting stuck for hours. Dialogue is sharp, the cast delightfully eccentric, and while some voice recordings show their age, particularly Nico's, George's performance remains pitch perfect. You'll find plenty of options to tailor the experience, from switching to classic visuals to fine-tuning subtitles and controls. While missing some content from the director's cut, Reforged still stands as a loving tribute to a genre-defining classic. If you're up for a smart, stylish mystery with a sense of humor, this adventure deserves your attention. And number 10 we have Interior Worlds, an ambient first-person exploration game where you traverse unsettling empty spaces to capture environmental anomalies through the lens of a vintage SLR camera. You immerse yourself in 10 unique handcrafted thresholds, including a dying mall, a roadside hotel, and an abandoned movie theater, all rendered in a nostalgic late 90s aesthetic. The core loop involves using your camera to adjust zoom, focus, and angles to document the liminal crust of these strange yet familiar voids. You'll find the atmosphere is a masterful blend of eerie and beautiful, supported by a haunting soundscape of low rumbles and stretched pads. Unlike many horror titles, the game relies on a pervasive sense of stillness rather than cheap jump scares. You can interact with the environment by flipping light switches or activating vending machines to create the perfect photo moment. For completionists, hunting for optional secrets and Easter eggs provides significant replay value, even if searching for them leads to occasional frustration in larger levels. While some might find the all-in-the-head trope of the ending a bit overused, the journey through decaying Americana landscapes remains incredibly engaging. The photography mechanic turns a standard walking simulator into a creative experience, allowing you to build a timestamp catalog of your discoveries. If you enjoy atmospheric exploration, retro graphics, and the quiet terror of abandoned places, you'll find this an overwhelmingly positive experience. It is a meditative, spooky, and uniquely rewarding deep dive into the unknown. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is an absolute win, with heavy hitters like RoboCop Rogue City, Disco Elysium, and The Evil Within 2 in the mix. The value proposition here is insane for the price. Whether you're looking to grab some verified Steam Deck bangers or just hunting for hidden gems, this bundle is stacked. Don't sleep on this drop. It's a rare opportunity to overhaul your backlog with top-tier titles without breaking the bank. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.